Hi, welcome to another stream. How's everyone doing? We're back to evening time streaming again. So, I don't know what that means really, but there are some people I like talking to, and they're often available in the evening rather than 5 AM. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it straight away. I've still got lots of work to do on Solita. And I remember how to switch this. There we go. Aha! Not completely rusty. So yeah, so last time, I don't know if I did this on the stream, but last time I finished the line work of the back view, and now I'm working on the front view. Oh, there's something I forgot. One moment. I remember what it's called. It's not on my hotbar, that's the problem. Aha! Hello! Let me pin this to the menu. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to go. I've had to close my window because just over the road someone's called in an RAC vehicle, and what am I doing? I'm confused. It did not take much, did it? Someone's called in an RAC vehicle and they were doing lots of clanging and banging, so I don't know if that's going to be picked up by the recording, but we'll make do. Anyway, so onto the front side of Solita. And that's the tentacles layer. Where is her main? Oh, I see. Yes, so that should come into effect in a little bit. Wow, I've got to draw quite small with these, haven't I? Did I think this through? Probably not. So have anyone been up to anything interesting? I'd like to hear. I went to watch Superman earlier this week. It was a lovely date. Had some Nando's afterwards. Very good stuff. I enjoyed the film. It was good fun. I definitely preferred it over Man of Steel, which I also enjoy. I like Man of Steel because it's an interesting depiction of a different interpretation of Superman. But James Gunn's Superman just feels... I don't know, it just feels way more Superman. My main references are from like the Justice League cartoon and Young Justice. So I don't have an extensive knowledge of Superman, but I like what I saw. And I liked Mr. Terrific. I thought he was good fun. Anyway, let's not go too long on that, because not everybody is into superheroes. So, while I'm focusing on this line work, what else should we talk about? I wrote up a couple of little notes, so technically I've got a plan. But I don't want to burn through the whole 4 notes I've written down within the first 5 minutes. So give that a moment. What else have I been up to this week? I finished writing a very difficult form. And that's all sent off now, and I'll hear about that eventually. But I did not have fun doing that. and I do not want to do it again, and I'm pretty sure I have to do it again at some point. That's assuming I don't have to appeal it when it comes back anyway. Which, odds are, I'm gonna have to do. It's that kind of form. If you were to draw a cheetah character, what kind of body type would you give them? Because they're usually quite sleek, but they can be fairly chunky at the shoulder. Like the older male cheetahs, they can be quite buff. Quite... what's the word I want? They can be quite built by cheetah standards. Certainly no lion or leopard. Of course, that kind of physique, that kind of language of body type doesn't actually need to translate in very interesting. There goes my voice. It's interesting to think about though. You think people like Da Vinci and oh my god, I've forgotten all of the artists, and Picasso ever thought to themselves, please don't judge me. Please don't judge me for the drawing parts I'm working on right now. It's all part of the whole and it all needs to be there. Think they ever thought like that? I reckon they were unashamed. Let me cough quietly off microphone. There's a small chance that I should get myself some hydration for nearby. I normally put it up on the windowsill, in close reach, not in range to be knocked over. Unfortunately, I've had to close the window, the blinds are closed, and it's getting hotter and hotter over here. Couldn't their car have broken down another day? Another time? Saba. Anyway, I have accidentally taken a teeny tiny break from studying Japanese. It was not my intention, but with filling in that form, quite a few things have fallen by the wayside. Like, can my little avatar hear my music? Like my work on Cheesy has a little bit suffered, and I need to get back on there and get some interesting things done. Which I will. I've got something in mind. Oh my gosh, it's going to cost me a lot of effort to do though. And the payoff is not going to be massive. But it should be fun for the community. I mute my microphone, I forget you can see me coughing. Oh, you can hear my little tap taps on the screen. Yeah, that's no good. C'est la vie. Oh, and you can hear next door. Okay, so the upside of streaming in the day is it's the daytime, people are around, hang out with fun audience members when they're aware of it. I don't think I told anyone I was streaming today. The downside of streaming in the daytime is everybody else is awake and I can hear everything. Next door, the other next door, outside, cars, sirens, the works. The sacrifices we must go through. If I could move like really far away from everything, nice quiet little area in the middle of nowhere, I'd be quite happy. But I don't think that suits my partner, so I'm very much happy to also not do that. I have to admit sometimes though, the idea of it being so quiet and peaceful is very appealing. I've been releasing new videos on... Well, how do I put this? Okay. Let me restart my whole thought pattern just then. I've been doing Outfight. Outfight's been going very well. Very fun. A little bit slower this year than last year. But last year, oh my gosh, I was completely like a machine last year. Last year I managed to do somewhere in the region of 30 attacks. And I think I had days off as well. So there's more than one attack a day. This year I've done 11 so far. And considering it's the 18th, it's not nearly as many. I've been putting videos out every time I do. And this time there haven't been any that have been too questionable for YouTube or TikTok so far. That could change. I'm going through my bookmarks from basically last year. I think I've done them all now. Every person who revenged me last year or attacked me, I have drawn for them now, and I'm on to this year. I think there might be one more person. Be one more pony to do. Anyway, all that is on my main channel, which is my Tunray channel. I say main channel because that's got my name on it, and this is Tunray, as in the number 2. But a lot more is going on here. Streaming, let's play. I know there was another project that was on here. But if I do anything else, this is where it's going to go. I might do some Phasmophobia playthrough, which will require the consent of my other players. And if I did that, then that would be going on here. Of course, if they don't consent, then I'm not gonna push them for it. Not like I particularly have an audience, and I'm okay with that. What was I saying about peace and quiet earlier? I quite like peace and quiet. Solita's tentacles are a pain in the butt but I think it really is like a really cool feature about her. Especially the light bending effects of them. As much as it does annoy me. Can't win them all. Only annoys me because it's a lot of energy. Okay, how are we looking? Tentacles in, so let's put in the light bending. There's that, and they all there. There's not as much to put in on this side. I think we're looking good. Oh, put them on the right layer. Yeah, that looks good. Get rid of that. And that for the time being. We'll bring it back for later on. Okay. Now, how am I doing this one? What I do is I give the layers their own colour. Say that one's pink, and then I'm going to give the tentacle layer a red. And what I'll do then is use the contiguous region select, which is on the drop bucket, so that it kind of works like a mask. And I'll try not to be too offensive with the colour. Let's go with, I like blue. I don't know how effective this is going to be either. Sometimes my lines aren't properly joined up. So I just need to go over and make sure all of the non-body parts are filled in. Okie dokie. And with that done, let's put them into their group and turn this layer into an erase layer. Just like that. So that when I draw on the layer underneath, you can only see it where I want you to see it. Now my voice is not working very well. Nope, I made these complaints last time. This time it's just because I'm thirsty. So I'm going to take a 2-minute drink break. I'm going to get myself a bottle of water. I'm going to sit it next to me. Sealed. Definitely sealed. So that I can take a swig every now and then. So I will be right back. Hi. Okay, I got myself a bottle of water. I hope everybody else has had something as well. Hydrate or dehydrate. And I still feel dry in the mouth, but not much I can do about that. Oh yeah, I found this reference of Solita. I say found, it's on my Artflight page. This one is the closest with the colours I've already got. So I'm going to maintain those as I put them on the character sheet. So I'm going to make a group layer because this colour is going to have spots on it. Ooh, note that that line is not fully connected. And what I'm going to do is make sure that my drop bucket has the right colours selected. I'm going to put them on, even on the tentacle layer, because the tentacles are going to get coloured over the top. Cough, cough, cough. She's not my favourite character, but I do really like her. I might be biased, though. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. Up. Yeah, I'm gonna leave those tips of the ears. I'm not gonna fill them in. Let's also create a custom layer. This is just going to be temporary, but I am going to put them here for now. All the colours that I use. Okay. And we get our spots. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. I've got rain expected tomorrow. Fantastic. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was going to turn off the opacity, like the pen pressure opacity on this pen. And then gonna give her spots. Like Tunray, I've only got, like, I only do like 3 spots per. Tunray has stripes, but Solita has spots, and I only do 3 per section of limb. So it's not going to be very, like, compelling from this angle. Do that there. Then barely be visible from this side. Put them in anyway. Okay, as for the tail, I'm going to wand it, contiguous select, and I'm going to just pretend that that bit doesn't exist so I don't have to worry about it. Just like Tun, Solita's tail is a lot more, not detailed, but she has more spots on the tail. And these are more, not fluid, what's the word I want? Like, if you were to draw her, and you're more than welcome to, if you were to draw her, these spots don't have to go in a particular place. The only one that kind of matters is this bit at the end. Because that's a distinct feature. I'm gonna look on one of my other references for her. I don't think I do. No. I was gonna see if I had a image of her back, but I don't think I do. Check on Sheezy. Ba-ba-ba. Ooh, I have a notification. I'll look at that in a bit. Gallery. Solita. No, I don't think so. Which means I get to make something up that becomes permanent. Well, that sounds good to me. Let's see, so Tun has 3 stripes that go across. I think I'm going to give Solita a little bit more. And I'm going to go asymmetrical, just to annoy myself later. Again, light bending properties. That should do it. Then she's got 3 on her upper arm. Get rid of that. And 3 on her lower arm, although you're not going to see most of them from this angle. And yep. I'm back in focus mode again. Okay, now I need to replicate all this on the other side. She is not a complicated design. I don't think anyone's attacked her this year though. Let's have a look. Someone might. I remember someone mentioning her recently. Actually commented on her page. So they might do. Yeah, thank you Dreamscape. 195. And cheeky. Oh. Because the rest of it's behind her foot. Might just. Oop. Let's continue to just select that. If I do that, give it the semblance of it. Give her spots on her tail now. How's this play-by-play of what I'm doing?
I just hope that someday someone would love me.
Oh, I did forget a bit. That's okay, I can rectify that in a minute. Copy that, colour, paste. Oh. Well, that didn't work. because it's not currently selected. I am what they call a genius. You'd never know, I disguise it very well. Why would I hide her arm behind her back? What kind of genius move is that? Suffice to say. Still managed it. Okay, that's the main spots. There's 2 more up here. Okay, and intelligently, I may have made it difficult to see where her markings go. Oh, those spots are in a bad place then. I'll get rid of them. Try again. No harm in making mistakes. Unless your mistakes cost people lives. At that point, it might cause harm. Okay. Now, we're gonna put in the tears. The tears are with a harder brush. Not for any particular reason. A lot of these design elements come from pencil and paper, whereas my other characters are predominantly digital art inspired. Solita specifically comes from pen and paper. I might still have it. I had a specific pigment pencil that I would mix with another specific pigment pencil to create the gold fur. And I'm not gonna lie, it was more effective on paper, I think, than this was. I'm allowed to be harsh. My own work. Not that I dislike her digital style. I just think that this doesn't properly capture like the nuance of her shade, because it was one shade scratched over the top of another. Anyway, let's bring this back. We are definitely getting somewhere. I love to hear it. Okay, we'll put the color swatch there so I can come back to it later. I'm sure I remember which order that is. Oh, for a moment I thought I was pitch black. It's not. It should be color 1D, 1D, 1D. I think that's enough 1Ds. Yeah. Which isn't pure black, but it's pretty close. And I think the hair is even lighter. I wonder what the hex on her hair is. Oh no, her hair is 1D, 1D, 1D. Oh, so what's this one? 090705. Catchy. It really is distinctly different. Oh, and it's the same colour as her nose. I think. Yeah. Right, how are we doing? We are... Ooh, wow, it's 27 already. Okay. We can get there, we can get this coloured in. We're nearly done. Hair. Inner ear. Hold that on. I notice I don't have an inner mouth section. That probably won't be a problem. I'll just focus on the tongue. Yeah, I am just gonna lift the colours from this drawing. No skin off my back. See, that works well. And y'all didn't trust me. Okay, the hair pieces often match with her eyes, but they don't have to. I'm just gonna put them in. And then I already am cooking over here. Speaking of cooking, I did a very nice ramen. That's the whole story. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, sorry, I don't have anything to add to that. I had a very nice ramen. I made it myself, and I'll probably do it again sometime. Okay. Let's get these eyes put in them. Make a whole group for them. White sclera because... Well, I could do off-white, but I do... Having off-white would allow it to be coloured easier. I mentioned it's warm. Okay, let's... In the dark parts of the iris. And then I'm using round irises, round pupils. Did you know that cheetahs have round pupils? Because they are more... they're daytime creatures. I can't remember what the term is. They're not nocturnal. Their eyes are better suited for the daytime. Unlike a lot of cats, big cats, medium cats. I believe cheetahs aren't even big cats. They're like one of the biggest of the small cats, or the biggest of the medium cats. That part of the fact, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do know that for their, like where they sit in the genuses and in the families, they're quite the strange cat through and through. Evolutionarily unique. Which puts them at risk of extinction if anything were to happen. Okay, I have gone through all of the colours now. So what I'm going to do... Can't see me moving layers behind my head. Oh well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the ink bucket drop and using the same colour for her eyes, I'm going to paint the tentacles. It's pretty simple. Sometimes I draw them going over the lines, so the lines going beneath. Well, that's what going beneath the lines are. But do that. There you go. And then I make the tentacles see-through. 50%. And just like that, it makes the effect really cool. Right. I didn't think we'd get this far. So where's going to be the best place to put these colours? Oh, I think at the bottom. I might just move them as they are. Apart from the gold one, that one needs to change. Copy that. Delete that. And there we go, the approximate size of all the others. And we'll just move all these down. Okay, that's specifically the spot, so I'm going to put that like that. Yeah, that works in my brain. Move all these over. And these are going to move as a pair. I'm going to shrink this one. Beautiful. I really am giving you just a play-by-play. That's not creepy at all. And then I'm going to leave that as is, because I'll write the 50% as well. So let me group all these colour swatches together. Everything feels like it's going too smooth. Oh, I have more things. Okay, so this is a question, please feel free to answer. I'm thinking about doing some ReForj streams on here as well, playing the game ReForj in its absolute infancy, potentially with people talking and giving their opinion and feedback. Do you think that that's a good idea? Would you support it? And markings. Change size. Yeah, and I'll just rotate that. I have my own font. It's terrible. It's just meant to look like my handwriting. Yeah, that works. And if it doesn't work, don't say anything. Let me live my dream. It's 18. Yeah. Coughing time. Gonna have a quick drink. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play some ReForj. It might even help me get some ReForj episodes out by getting on and playing the game. I'm not going to do it anytime soon because I've still got... Oop. Save, close. I've still got... that's not right. That's not right at all. Uh-oh. I thought they'd be on different layers. Okay, I can at least move it. Where was I going with this? Somewhere fun, hopefully. I'm running out of steam. I'm near the end of my energy. Yeah. Not placeholder in area, just in it, yeah. And no, I'll leave that as just in area. Say no more, say no more. I don't want to... Okay, that'll do. I will draw lines to these as well, just to be extra clear. Unlike how I'm being right now. This says... 18, this says tongue. As illegible as it is, I'm actually quite happy with my little fonts. Well, just the one font actually. I'm still happy with it. This one is I. That's the whole story. I called my font Tunray font. Well, ER font. I am original. Please do not steal. Okay, I joke a little bit, but there actually is copyright on fonts. And I don't think they're actually called fonts. I think they're typefaces. Tentacles at 50% opacity. The at might be of a different size. Oh boy. Well, I could shrink that text a bit to bring it in line. Yeah. I think I might need to change it slightly though. Tentacles. Just put line break there. Good enough for me. Good enough for you. And if it's not good enough for me and you, then we've got a problem. And if this isn't clear enough, I don't know what is. Anyway, we are going to wrap it up there. I've got no idea what to put in the middle of this, so here's my questions. If you're in the comments, please could you give me an answer to one of them. I'm not doing this for engagement bait, I'm genuinely curious. So my questions are, should I do ReForj Let's Plays on here? Not ReForj streams on here? What should I put in this central area here? And question 3. Whatever you think question 3 is supposed to be, give me an answer to that. Don't give me any context clues. Cool. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've gotten this far, whether you're watching live, no one's watching live. Look at the thing there, it says 0. I'm okay. If you're watching the VOD, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a brilliant day. Bye bye. Jane.